So, is it December yet? Because I'm waiting. What is up, Dune fans? Welcome back to my channel. Once again, we are talking my most anticipated movie of the year. Anytime we get some major details or photos revealed, and of course a trailer, I'm going to try to make a video on this channel. And over the last couple of weeks, we've gotten some new details, as well as an article in Empire magazine that revealed some pretty juicy tidbits. I'm in love with the photos that we're seeing so far. I'll definitely let you guys take a look at those. And we're going to speculate when we get a trailer. So here's what I need from you all. If you enjoy these Dune updates, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button and get in that comment section down below. When are we getting a Dune trailer? That's the question of the day. So in terms of what this Empire magazine article was able to bring us, we have two official images released. One, we see weapons teacher Gurney Halleck, aka Josh Brolin, and Paul, aka Timothy Chalamet, balance atop the ornithopter, and then we have a photo of Paul seeing the light as described in Empire magazine. We also notice some really cool details that we'll talk about, but within this article, it says Paul grew up on a world of forests and oceans, but now he must survive a hostile environment where his father's enemies have almost certainly left booby traps galore. Villeneuve says this idea of someone who has to adapt to a new sand-filled world, and of course we're talking about this sandy terrain, but Villeneuve says this idea of someone who has to adapt to a new world is really something that appeals to me. Paul, at the beginning, is surrounded by adults making decisions for him, and he will become an adult through this story, meaning Paul is going to have to start making decisions on his own because, as we see in multiple pictures, this guy is going to be on his own at some point. My favorite part of the article is when Villeneuve talks about his one condition that he had shooting Dune, and that was the fact that he wanted to shoot this in real deserts, on real locations, no studios. He said to them, they didn't make Jaws in one swimming pool. That means they had to scour the planet for huge sandy dunes of Arrakis' deep desert, which they found in Abu Dhabi, and the dry, rocky wastes closer to that planet's human settlements, which they found in Jordan. Villeneuve says sometimes conditions were literally like a microwave, and the crew often had trouble standing up in the fierce winds. Still, they kept the cameras rolling. They were paratroopers. That's impressive. Not only are these actors having to give incredible performances, and I say that because this is a director that expects the most from the people involved with his films, and we know we're probably going to get top-notch performances, but they also had to endure kind of what Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron endured in Mad Max, and that is these harsh conditions that we're filming in. And I'm sure at times, even though you're overwhelmed by what you're going through, it couldn't have been the most fun thing to do because this doesn't look like the most fun experience, if we're being honest, but they know what they're making, and I truly believe this film is going to measure up to what we're getting from these actors. And then we learn a bit about the ornithopter, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It could be ornithopter, but, you know. But it says, imagine a helicopter had a baby with a jump jet. And then they talked about developing the giant sandworms that can reach the size of the Empire State Building. They took their cues from Herbert, who wrote the book, and created an entire ecosystem around these earthworms. We talked about every little detail that would make such a beast possible, from the texture of the skin to the way that the mouth opens to the system to eat its food in the sand. It was a year of work to design them and find the perfect shape that looked prehistoric enough. That's impressive, and I think these are going to be the make-or-break aspects of the film. I don't even know if we'll get to see them in the first teaser trailer, but eventually we'll get our first look, and that is, for a lot of fans, going to be the thing that could get them the most excited. And then they talk about this picture and the fact that it's Paul's first contact with the deep desert, where he's mesmerized by it. He has a strange feeling of being home. There's a lot of action at this moment, and it's one of the scenes of the movie, says Villeneuve, that I'm starting to get pretty proud of. Yes. Both of these pictures get us pretty pumped. If we zoom into this, we see what a lot of Dune fans are saying is a shield generator, and there is a possibility that the shield does surround the character that has one of these. And of course, wielding knives, which is something I'm excited to see from this film. Is Denis Villeneuve going to handle action in a way that allows us to finally make the comparisons of a Star Wars or of a modern action-filled sci-fi movie. I don't even necessarily need something like that all throughout the film. Of course, we want to see action, and I do believe he's going to deliver on that, but we know him as a filmmaker who focuses on emotion, character development, and sometimes it takes a while to build to that, but at the end of the day, from what I've seen, he's given us great payoff, so I hope we get that again. So what do you guys think of these new images, the details revealed by Empire Magazine, and are you even more excited for this film now from what you just heard and or read? I appreciate you guys for watching. Anytime there is some sort of Dune news and you don't see a video on this channel about it, please tag me on Twitter @TheBurkeinator. I'm always looking for things to talk about involving this film, and we're hoping we get that trailer soon. Appreciate you guys for watching. You're truly the best. I'll see you later.